HWY money, you know, that were committed towards that 180. And we need to finish this project, and we're gonna get it done, but I hope that when the time comes that we need to make it right too, for projects that are out there, then let's make it right. You know, there are 4 projects that were identified using those monies, and we are expecting those projects to be done.
Les, can you share with me, again, where does it state, what rule, who set that rule that requires us to approve the allocation before they can go out to bid?
That's part of the adopted STIP guidelines that the CTC adopts.
Okay.
So we're just pretty much.
State requirement.
Right, that's the California Transportation Commission's protocol.
I'm just not sure that we do the group shrug and come up with $8 million or whatever, because you're right, it's hard to follow, it's 2 million, 6 million here. It doesn't work, we're gonna be here 6 months or a year from now, same thing, same situation, talking about how important the project is. It is an important project, but there's never any accountability, and that's the problem. There's no accountability for government, and this just goes on. And that's why it's difficult for me to support this, and it's been difficult for me to support other kinds of projects like this, because as long as we continue to bail out these processes and screw the taxpayer, nothing's gonna change until there's real accountability. And when people make bids and agreements and contracts and they're not followed through, and we just bail government out by throwing more money at the problem, we end up with things like high-speed rail.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that because I'm kind of at heart a Tea Party Republican myself, okay? But I've been administrating this program for just about 40 years, and it rolls my eyes back when I get these multi-million-dollar increases, and I've seen a lot of them. Okay, this isn't the first time. And so I don't know if it's just a strict matter of accountability, because I'm an accountant, and I try to account for every nickel and dime in this program.
Sure.
But we're being held hostage by a process much larger than we are. It's controlled by the state and federal government. And the people we work out with Caltrans are competent. They do their jobs. I've had good relations with them for years. I can't fault the way they are doing things, but this seems to swell up and go out of control from time to time, and I don't think it's something we can put our finger on and go, you should have done that, or I should have done this. It's really it's a federal and state process that is much larger than we are.
When these things happen in the private sector, people get sued, and maybe we should be suing some governmental agencies who don't follow through. We got lawyers here who like to sue government. We can maybe get them to sue. So
With that, I'm gonna open it. Anybody from the public? Okay, so do we have a motion to approve?
A motion.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my nose in second.
All those in favor?
It's the approval of the $2 million.
Yeah.
No, there's been you should have in front of you a revised staff report. The recommendations, as we described, well, the recommendations have been amended. There's now 2 recommendations. The information changed late this afternoon. And so we printed that for you and for the public. So the recommendations are to authorize an additional $2.273 million in original rural C, Measure C funding to be programmed against State Route 41 Excelsior Expressway in the Measure C Regional Transportation Plan Rural Tier 1 program. Recommendation number 2 is to recommend that FCTA, the Federal Fresno County Transportation Authority, amend the State Route 41 Excelsior Expressway Cooperative Agreement with Caltrans to be increased by $6.437 million to a total of $15.273 million.
The two recommendations that are on the agenda. Okay?
I'm a no
So,
vote.